Hello, hello, hello. Thank you so much for tuning in for another interview with King Solomon Entertainment, Philanthropy at its best. We're wonderful, wonderful, and so happy to have you guys for another interview with us. Please, if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you guys have subscribed. We want to thank everybody for their support and the comments. Make sure you guys hit the notification button, let you know when we go live. Wonderful, great interviews from the Philanthropy at its best platform that is back, which is our humanitarian platform, where we interview nonprofit organizations and foundations as well as philanthropy and the wonderful, wonderful work that they're doing, one project at a time, changing lives. So we're so excited to have that back. Also, you guys, outpouring support for our Hollywood Now platform, where we interview one-on-one Hollywood entertainment insiders, celebrities, Hollywood stars, and influencers. Thank you guys so much for that one, as well as the KS News platform, as well as our several others, the Cultural Scribe, as well as the Rock Center. And so thank you guys so much for your support. We thank you guys so much. So take this time now to share and to subscribe. So we want to make sure you guys get that out the way now and make sure you have the right information for the platform. As you can see now in the title, that's our subscription title for YouTube, for Twitter, for Facebook, and for Instagram. King Solomon Entertainment on YouTube, King Solomon ENT on Twitter, King Solomon Media Group on Facebook, as well as Instagram, King_Solomon_ENT_CO_. And of course on LinkedIn, King Solomon Media Group. Make sure you guys subscribe, follow us. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys would do that, hit the notification button. Make sure you guys definitely tap in with us as we continue to move forward and developing this platform to, continue to grow. And that's what we're doing, and doing wonderful, great things. And so we're excited about that. And so we thank you guys so much. We're going to thank our partners at this particular time. Then after we thank our partners, right after you subscribe and share this video, just like we requested, then we're going to come and get into the interview with our special guest that we're so excited to have on Philanthropy at its best. So give us guys a minute, and we're going to thank our partners. Then we'll be back, and we can move on forward with the interview. So here we go.
HeartToHeartForYou.org. Heart to Heart mission is to supply every young person with a new pair of shoes, especially those who need them. A domestic and international nonprofit organization. 844-237-6344. Tell them King Solomon sent you. Dr. Amanda J. Rosette, Doctor of Physical Therapy, low back, neck, shoulder pain, pain management, post-surgical rehabilitation. RosettePhysicalTherapy.com. 424-243-5261. Tell them King Solomon sent you. GQ Auto Connect, simple, affordable, quality service that's worth it. New and used vehicles at a wholesale price and much, much more. 310-695-2404, Culver City, California. Tell them King Solomon sent you. GQAutoConnect.com. Come Massage Therapy Group. We come to you. You can come to us. You in charge. 951-210-2945. 28991 Old Town Front, suite number 208, Temecula, California. ComoMassage.com. Tell them King Solomon sent you and ask for the King's discount.
Thank you guys so much. And we thank our partners. We cannot do what we do without them. So we definitely want to shout them out and let them know that you heard about them on this wonderful, wonderful platform. Without further ado, another interview with Philanthropy at its best, which is our humanitarian platform, where we interview nonprofit organizations, humanitarians, just people who are changing lives one project at a time. We have this wonderful interview with this new activist with the Haitian Education Project.net. Wonderful work she's doing in the community, changing lives through students, and just wonderful work. She's going to tell you about it right now in more detail. We have the wonderful Nancy Anderson right here on our platform. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for inviting me to be here. I appreciate it.
No, you are amazing, because we definitely take pride in not only our domestic reach, but our international reach. So whenever we have somebody that's doing wonderful work domestically and internationally, because I believe we're all are connected. And that's so important. And so for when I saw you reach out and I saw you on the internet, I was like, I have to have her on, because she's doing wonderful, wonderful, wonderful work. So please give us a background of how you got started, who you are, so we can get right into the interview with your wonderful organization.
Okay. Well, I'm Nancy Anderson, and my foundation is the Haiti Education Project Incorporated. Um, I went to Haiti, to be specific. There's an island off of Haiti called La Gonave. It is, I'm not very good with um, geography, but I would say that La Gonave is an island that is off of Haiti it's northwest of Port-au-Prince, and it's about a 40-minute ferry ride. That being said, La Gonave is government. They're Haitians. They're part of Haiti. They're incorporated with Haiti. It's just that they are an island off of Haiti. They are 100% Haitians, part of the government, et cetera, et cetera. It is rural and poor, and even more so because they're removed from the mainland of Haiti. And in order for them to connect with Haiti, they have to either take a ferry, or they call them flyboat, speedboat, back and forth to do any kind of business or commerce, or there's no industry on this island. There's no big box stores, nothing like that there. No hotels, no tourists, and none of that. So that being said, I visited a friend who teaches English there. There's a very, very small nursing school on this island, believe it or not. There's a hospital and there is a clinic, and my friend teaches English to the first year nursing students. She invited me to come down anytime I wanted to visit, and I did that 3 years ago, and that was the beginning of my journey into working with these people on the island of La Gonave. The town that I go to is called Anselay. It's one of the more populated towns. The last time I looked at the statistics, it's probably under 100,000 people that live on this island. It's the size of Manhattan,
Hmm.
give or take. So that, if you can picture that, the size of Manhattan, under 100,000 people that live there, mostly in small towns that are populated, and then there's people that live up in the mountains and the country areas as well.
Wow.
There's no electricity on the island. There's no running water that,
Mm,
inside, people are not living with, flushing toilets and showers and all that. There is fresh water on the island. They have done systems where they go into, I don't know how you do that, but the springs. So there is fresh water, that they have clean water on the island. But everything, if you have electricity, it's run by generator, or now they're starting to bring like um, solar panels and things like that over to the island as much as they can. So
wow.
that's
So
that's a little background of La Gonave.
wow. So when I think about Manhattan, Manhattan is a big island in the boroughs, and
Yes.
100,000 people. That's not a lot of people to
No.
occupy that island. So that's amazing. But it sounds like it's growing. It sounds like it's definitely trying to develop and cultivate its structure, infrastructure, if you will. But it
Yes.
seems like there's a lot of challenges there. But how is the relationship with the main island and Aqua, where the rural area? Do they incorporate? Do they act? Do they support? Do they help them
Well,
with cultivation?
you would probably be better off talking to, well, like we talked
Yeah.
earlier, my
Okay.
Haitian friends.
So you don't
But
know. Yeah.
no, I do know a little bit from what they say, but they could directly tell you.
Yes.
They're very aware of the political climate of their
Got
country. Obviously, there is not a lot of thought or energy put into Lagana from the government.
no.
It is kind of like the forgotten land, as they say.
Yes. Okay.
So if things aren't happening on the mainland of Haiti, as we know right now, their political system is just, exploded and all over the place. Um, it's even Laguna is less thought of in that capacity.
Now, you mentioned your first introduction to this organization and to get involved with visiting your friend. Now, what led you to the passion of dealing with the kids with education and bringing education to this forgotten about island?
When I went to visit my friend, she was teaching English to the nurses, but she also did a free class in the evening for young people. And then there was an adult class in the evening. In that
Mm,
adult class, I met a Haitian man named Wilner. And
mm,
Wilner was a principal of a school as well as a teacher. And he is pretty amazing. He started a school for the kids that could not afford school at all. And Haiti, 90% of the kids go to schools that you have to pay for. They have to pay for their education. He brought the prices lower for these children so they could attend school. And when I left the island, I said to my friend, there's so much need on the island. I don't know who to help or what to do. And Wilner and I had a really nice connection. And she said, well, maybe you want to help Wilner School because it's kind of failing right now. And that's how it started. Wilner and I kept in touch. He told me there was one student that needed the tuition paid, one student led to four students led to six. And then now, right now, we support 22 students tuition in order to, these are middle school and high school kids, in order
mm.
to continue their education. I fundraise here in the States, and then Wilner takes care of all the stuff on the ground in Haiti for me because I'm not there.
Amazing. And you try to go back at least twice a year, if not more, now that it's definitely underway and developing. So this is amazing, amazing, amazing. So in the 3 years you've been involved, please share with us some of the impact, whether it is long term or immediate. I know it's immediate gratification just doing something wonderful for these children who deserves a great education. But give us some of the success stories, how much growth so far in 3 years. I'm sure it can go a long way and great things have happened since the time you've been involved.
Yes, so I started just by asking friends for the beginning cost was $168 for a child to go to school, uniform and books. And when I was told that price, I thought some of us would spend that on shoes and a dress. So, you know, that being said, I asked a couple of friends if they wanted to chip in and we could support some kids. That's how it started. I forgot what your question was. I'm sorry.
No, it was the cultivation of growth. Since you've been
Oh, the
involved,
growth. Okay.
you've seen
Yes.
the impact of what you're giving and what your fundraising have done with the children. I'm sure in
Yes.
3 years, I'm sure you see a lot of success stories and growth.
Yes. Well, yes. So in order for these children to continue the education, we're going to follow them through. There's 22 students right now. One actually, which is rare, dropped out, which, usually they don't drop out of school. But anyway, so we replaced that one student with another student that needed help. So, I mean, the growth is, I'm doing it by myself. I have three Haitian friends that work it. All the work in New York, all the fundraising is basically done by me because it's a very small organization, and I'm the one that has that special, heart connection with Haiti and the students. When I was down there last time, I didn't know all the students. I've only met four, and this time when I went, we had a party for the students, and I got to meet all the students, and that was incredible. But quickly, I'll tell you the background. It's not just supporting the students. When I went down in June, I met with the 22 mothers and aunties and whoever's taking care of these children. I want to start a women's work co-op with these women and create and make products in order for them to be able to support their own children. And
Yes,
whatever I fund will just be the extra, like, a lunch
yes.
program or whatever.
Mm.
So when I went down there, all 22 parents were on board, and we had a meeting and we discussed what could be made, what could I sell, what could I bring to the States. It's really difficult getting products from Lagunov to Port-au-Prince to the States. It's very expensive.
Mhm.
So we're still kind of figuring out how that's going to work. It's easier for an American to go down there and bring the products here back to the States. It's complicated. It's not that simple.
Yeah, no, it's very challenging. That's some of the challenges you guys still have with definitely getting this wonderful organization up and going. But it's an amazing passion. It's an amazing cause to get involved with, to bring a good and quality education to the children on the forgotten island of. Please say your name because I need to learn the name of that.
It's
that
Lagonav. Lagonav. Hmm.
Lagonav, and it's amazing what you're doing. We're here with Nancy Anderson, and she is the founder of the Haitian Education Project. Haitian Education Project.net is the website. Definitely go check her out. Wonderful work she's doing in Agona in Haiti. It's known as the Forgotten Island, and she's bringing education to those children. Wonderful program. She's been involved for the last 3 years. Program probably is older than that, correct? She's been doing it before you got
No,
involved. No, it's
I
three
started
years.
it 3 years ago, and probably about a year and a half ago when COVID started, it was official. Then I applied for the government ID number and all that, and it became an official non-for-profit organization. Before that, I was just having parties, raising money, sending
Yes.
money. The other thing I should make clear is that anything that is raised in the United States is
Mm,
100% goes back to Haiti because it's hand off. I either hand it off myself when I go in cash, or it's presented to one of my partners through Western Union or a bank, and it goes right directly into the community. There's no 10% for this or 20% cut for
right.
that. I'm not looking
Yeah.
to make any money off of
Mm,
these children. Some of them make jewelry for me, and I bring it back to the States, and whatever I sell it for, 100% goes back to them. There's
amazing.
there's nobody looking to make a cut off of
Yeah.
these people. So
Everybody involved want to help the cause, which is to bring education to the wonderful, deserving students on the
yes,
island. Amazing. To me, it's just a great story. It's a great passion. It's a great cause. I can't wait to see years down the line what these children do and become to continue
me
to make
too.
that island a great place. So I
Yes.
can't wait to hear a great story. So we definitely going to be following you and tracking. Definitely friend to the show. We want to hear more about this. This is a wonderful cause, the Haitian Education Project on haitianeducation.net, which is the official website. But there's so many other challenges going on in Haiti as far as the earthquakes. Would they um, direct impact of that? Would they anywhere by that the earthquake up through there on the island?
No. So I think the earthquake was south of Port-au-Prince, about
So
60 miles south of Port-au-Prince, southwest.
mhm.
But they did have aftershocks the next
Mm,
day, and the Haitians that I know and I'm friends with, it did affect Lagonov, and they all slept outside. And when you sleep outside, that means mosquitoes, and mosquitoes lead to malaria. So it's all kinds of issues. But no, they were not directly affected, and their houses did not collapse and things like that. So
amazing.
yeah, yeah,
Amazing. Because I know you mentioned they have a hospital and clinics on the island, but I heard
yes,
there's not many hospitals and clinics in actual Haiti. Like, so how is that
no.
possible? How is that possible?
Well, so I think in the 1940s, I mean, this is a very brief history that I
Yeah,
was told when I was there.
yeah.
There is a church or
Um,
a missionary called the Wesleyans,
mhm,
Wesleyan Missions. It's a church. I didn't know much about it. John Wesleyan. They went there in the 1940s. They established the clinic and the hospital, and there is a mission there. On called the Wesleyan Mission on Lagonav. They have a presence there for a long time, and they do a lot of good. So they did build these things.
amazing. That's good to know because that's I know that's needed. That's wonderful to know. So, can you share anything about the curriculum of the school, or can you let us know about what it has, what it teaches, anything special?
So I don't really get involved in that aspect. What I do
Yeah.
know is that they're middle school to high school students.
Mhm.
They take school very seriously. And as we would have like SATs and certain standards of testing, these children have to do that at the end of the year. They learn English instead of French. I guess a long time ago,
Mm,
the students would learn French. They don't learn French anymore. They're learning English. They feel like that would be more uh, better for them if they were to travel over to Miami or the United States, go to college. Um, they do have to take government tests at the end of a school year, and that's a big deal to them, and it's important. They have to pay for that. That's stressful too. A lot of times the kids don't have the money to pay for the tests that they have to take. So we've been raising money for that as well. I don't honestly, I don't
No,
really
that's
get
ama
into
that's a
the,
no, no, that's
yeah,
amazing. What you shared so far is the sentiments and it's the heartbeat of the cause. You know what I'm saying? And not necessarily detail, but it's just amazing what you guys have able to carve out and able to do thus far because this is a phenomenal organization and cause. I'm loving the story and definitely going to follow up with you and follow this because I want to hear the success behind this wonderful cause you got involved with. This is amazing. It
that
really
would be
is.
great.
It
The
really
the
is.
thing I think the thing is with nonprofit, as everybody knows, is finding the money. I started it with my own money, my own funds. When I go to Haiti, I fund myself, you know, the airfare and whatever. Um, what I'm really trying to do now is I'm going to fund. So I have a really amazing woman who has a nonprofit organization called Sunshine First.
Mhm.
Her organization works in Madagascar, and works with women over there. But she has now taken on the total of the 22 students that I need to pay for,
Hmm.
um, which means this year I don't have to fundraise, but what I do need to fundraise for is working with the mothers, which is now actually the cause I think is more important in order for these women to produce product, work together, and to feel like they don't need to have their children's tuition paid for, that they can do it themselves. I think is empowering for women. The mothers are the ones that, you know, hold the household there. They are the workers. They, you know, they're the ones that get things
And
going
what
and get it
about
together.
increasing the numbers, like growing the school, like more students get to come if you raise more money?
Absolutely. I mean, I would, the future plan is to start our own school with my Haitian friends and myself, so that we can eliminate fees and uniforms and things like that, and have a school for these children where anybody can go, and it's affordable because it will be funded. It will be funded like a public free school. That's
Mhm.
the, you know, the future, but we have to get through a lot of things before we can do that.
Amazing. You guys have accomplished so much so far. So please, what is one of the things you would want the audience to know that we have not covered that you would like to share? Also, please share the long-term goal, what you want to see happen. I know you shared a little bit of that already, but what vision you have that's really on your heart for this to be
Well,
manifested in the organization?
the long term goal is the more that I work with my Haitian friends, that clearly they're the ones that lead the way because they're Haitian and they know what's needed down there. Um, we would like to. There is an area in on Soleil called the Salines, the Salt Flats, which is on the ocean. It sounds like it'd be a great place to live, but it's government property, so it's free. People build their homes there. They're the poorest of the poor because they
Mm,
constantly get flooded, and it's actually not a great place to build. A lot of those children don't go to school. Their parents or the fathers are mostly fishermen. The moms, there's no work, so the moms are home. They have a lot of children. So our goal would be to build a school in the Saline for the children that are not going to school. And there's a good majority of kids that are not even enrolled in school in the Saline. My friend grew up in that neighborhood. He has built his own home now, and, you know, trust me, by Haitian standards, he's doing okay, but to American standards, he struggles every day financially, and he would like to give back to that community. So I'm kind of on board with him in building a school in the Saline, and inviting these kids to come to school and not have to pay. I mean, that would be the long-term goal of what we're trying to do.
amazing, amazing. Yeah, so that's wonderful. Please let people know how they can connect with you, how they can really just get on board if they want to get involved. What can they find you? How can they do that? Please let the people know.
Sure. So it is, we just put up the website a couple of days ago. It's HaitiEducationProject.net, HaitiEducationProject.net. I'm on Instagram as Haiti Education Project Inc. They could find me there if they just put that in. There's, pictures and things like that. And then there's an email. It's Haiti Education Project Inc. at Gmail.
No, wonderful, wonderful. Definitely connect, reach out to her, get involved. This is a wonderful cause, wonderful project. And hopefully, when you do, you'll be able to go see the growth in a couple years for yourself down at the wonderful work that you're doing, and you get involved in making this happen for students who deserve to be educated and to learn. I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. We're so excited to have you on. Like I say,
Thank
definitely a
you.
friend to the show. Come back. Anything else you want to have to promote? We'd love to talk to you again, follow up with you on the progress or any wonderful, great things that happen with the organization, with the students. And also, maybe you can share some footage when you go back to your next visit and come back. We'd
Oh,
love to see
yes.
some footage. Yeah, that would be great, right?
I will, if things are pretty stable in October, I'm going to go
Yeah,
mid-October, and I'll connect with you and I'll check in with you, and maybe, yeah, I mean, I have videos and things like that, but yeah, it's pretty cool actually when you can see
okay.
what's going on down there. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds exciting. Thank you so much. And I'll see you soon and have the rest of your day. Great
All
rest
right.
of your day,
Thank
okay?
you.
Thank you so much for
Okay.
coming on. Thank you so
Thanks for
much.
inviting me.
All
Okay.
right.
All right. Take care.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you guys so
Bye.
much for tuning in for another interview with Philanthropy at its best. There you go. The Haitian Education Project. I mean, it's amazing cause, amazing organization. Friend to the show, Nancy Anderson, doing wonderful, wonderful, great work. Definitely, guys, if you have not taken the time to subscribe and share, wonderful things, Philanthropy at its best. Wonderful things on Hollywood Now, the KS News platform, the Cultural Scribe platform, the Rock Center platform. Wonderful, wonderful interviews and great things coming up. Please share, share, share. Hit the like button, comment, notification to know when we go live. We love the feedback that you guys will give to us and let us know how we're doing. So it's wonderful to have that. So another great organization, and we just want to show some love to our sponsors. Thank our sponsors one last time, and then we're going to get up out of here. So be right back. Heel to Heel Shoes, 310-743-5625. Affordable shoes for all occasion. Heel to Heel Shoes.org. Tell them King Solomon sent you. Dr. Amanda J. Rosette, Doctor of Physical Therapy, Low Back, Neck, Shoulder Pain, Pain Management, Post-Surgical Rehabilitation, RosettePhysicalTherapy.com, 424-243-5261. Tell them King Solomon sent you. EQ Auto Connect, simple, affordable, quality service that's worth it. New and used vehicles at a wholesale price and much, much more. 310-695-2404, Culver City, California. Tell them King Solomon sent you. GQAutoConnect.com. There you go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us for another interview with Philanthropy at its best. The Haitian Education Project. Please reach out to her on Haitian Haitian Education Project.net. It's the official website. Please make sure you guys subscribe. We're on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We just gave you guys the handles. Make sure you guys definitely share this video and subscribe to us. And let us know how we're doing. Comment the notification button. We want to thank you guys so much for all your support. And as we continue to move forward to developing this platform to be greater than what it is. Thank you guys so much. Until next time.